ये है मिक्स्ड अप रेडियो। मैं हूँ स्मोक शिप और आज हम बात कर रहे होंगे कुछ डील्स के बारे में, कुछ एनिमे, मूवीज, टीवी शोज, गेमिंग, whatever's new in the gaming and geek world. So stay with me. Let's get started. By the way, if you haven't subbed or clicked the bell icon, please do so and be a part of the best geek community in the country. Alright, so let's kick things off with Steam. The entire remastered set of Halo the Master Chief Collection is up for grabs on Steam. This includes the amazing Halo Reach, and beat this just for $900. That's a fantastic deal, guys, and a full package of the Halo universe. I'm not sure if it includes ODST. I guess that's an okay miss. Gears 5 is for $650 with the Ultimate Edition going up to about $934. That's a steal for a game that's not only brilliant but a complete package as well. By the way, do check out our review of Gears 5, link in the description. The trailer for Half-Life Alyx, yes that's right, a Half-Life game just dropped. It's a Steam VR title, so not too sure about the game length and what kind of a title would it be. Would it be just a VR experiment or what? However, I'm sure it'll be something important and something chunky, otherwise the fan backlash would be crazy. Can you imagine that you're hearing this? I can't believe that I'm saying it, that a Half-Life game has actually been announced. It's a big deal. Don't know about you, but I think Overland looks amazing. It's got a 20% off and going at $455. That's a pretty sweet deal, and it looks really interesting and very different. Alright, let's warp into the Xbox universe. On Xbox Live Gold, you've got a couple of titles. Now, depending on when this releases, there's some which may have got skipped, like Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, among others. The Final Station, which is a creepy, atmospheric, and pixel art visual style game, making it something that I really would like to play, is available. Coming in December, the titles are pretty lukewarm, with Xbox One titles like Insane Robots, Jurassic World Evolution, along with X360 back-compat titles like Toy Story 3 and Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Things are far brighter in the Game Pass department, with Age of Empires 2, the Definitive Edition, is available on Game Pass for PC. On console, you've got Rage 2 available, among many others. Along with that, a ridiculous amount of titles coming in December and 2020. Alright guys, let's stamp our visas for PlayStation Nation. Okay, so here we've got a terrifying survival horror game, Class 2, and the controller bashing Neo. Both really chunky titles, especially to be given out for free. That's a pretty big deal. Just around the corner from the 3rd of December, you'll get the fantastic Titanfall 2. And if you're into biking, then Monster Energy Supercross. Have you taken a look at the pretty meh Terminator Resistance game? If not, then there's a pretty hilarious review of it by IGN. I know they get a lot of hate, but they've been pretty candid in a lot of their opinions lately. Speaking of Terminators and not having any fate but what we make, there's a fan-made Terminator game currently in development called TechCom 2029. I know they were going to name it Terminator Resistance of LA or something like that, but then they ran into some issues because the Terminator Resistance game was coming out as well. Now this is set during the future wars where you play Kyle Reese, with characters shown in the flashbacks of Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Let's hope James Cameron sees this and learns a thing or two. Okay, you know what time it is? It's anime time. I recently started off this show called That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. I know, it's hilarious. The title itself is ridiculous and just so original that I just had to check it out. So far I'm just a few episodes in and it really looks interesting. I'm also watching Baki on Netflix as well. For those who love hand-to-hand combat, you definitely love this. Black Lagoon by Studio Madhouse. Brilliant show, very dark, and deals with some very serious subject matter. It has some of the best weapon and combat animations out there. Plus, it's available on Netflix, so you'll get some really good quality. It's not one to be missed out, but viewer discretion is advised. Okay, fire up those EMP engines and slide on your AR visors, cause we're heading into sci-fi territory. Human Lost, developed by Polygon Studios and produced by Toho Animation. Human Lost is a cyberpunk sci-fi film set in the year 2036, where humans have conquered disease by nanomedical treatment called the Shell System, and have increased human lifespan to 120 years, causing economic disparity and pollution to be worse than ever. Here's one from Studio Production IG. Their commitment to technical details and execution of dark atmosphere is brilliant. They're the same studios behind the phenomenal and unforgettable Ghost in the Shell. So here we have Psychopass, a very atmospheric and serious dystopian science fiction psychological thriller. It's definitely a series to be checked out. It may not have as much explosive action as Black Lagoon, but maybe even darker and slightly more psychological in terms of its tone. No one does atmosphere like anime does. You can follow up the series with the Sinners of the System film trilogy, consisting of Case 1, Crime and Punishment, Case 2, First Guardian, and Case 3, On the Other Side of Love and Hate. All of this is by Production IG, and I guess it's definitely worth checking out. I know, a lot of doom and gloom, eh? Okay, how about this? Have you taken a look at the fan-made anime short film called TIE Fighter? It follows the retro anime visual style we've come to know and love from Robotech, Macross, Escaflowne, Ninja Robots, etc. Happy yet? No? Well, it's time to cheer up with My Roommate is a Cat. It's a slice of life of a young introvert author and a stray cat who find each other on the street and end up inspiring each other and live happily ever after. Happy yet? Good! On that high note, let's switch channels to TV. Okay, we've got a new streamer in the house, and that is Disney Plus. More info on when it's coming to India later. I am waiting to catch up on The Mandalorian. It smashed records of Stranger Things being the most demanded streaming series ever, and I'm thankful for that since season 3 of Stranger Things was a massive disappointment. This is proof that with a good team handling the project, there is so much that can be mined from the Star Wars universe apart from the Skywalker saga itself. The lore about Beskar armor plating reminded me a lot of the marble mining in the Meta Barons graphic novels, which, in case you haven't read, is definitely something worth checking out. Oh, and the amazing Ewan McGregor will be returning to reprise his role as Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi in an upcoming prequel TV series for the same platform. Yes! The rumors are that Disney Plus will be pairing up with the Hotstar VIP service and may even go independent after that. If that is the case, then Hotstar's VIP access would be a fantastic streaming option with its pricing and HBO, Marvel, Lucasfilm, Disney, all the shows airing in one place. Alright, back home we still have tons of new content available on Amazon Prime Video, like the latest and final season of Man in the High Castle, a brilliant series which I wonder why Amazon isn't promoting. They're really promoting Jack Ryan a lot. But anyway, so speaking of season 2 of Jack Ryan, which I loved, though I preferred season 1 a wee bit more, is also out, and it's definitely something you should binge watch on a weekend or an episode a day, just like I do. The upcoming season 4 of The Expanse, a phenomenal science fiction show and probably the best written sci-fi work in recent times, is also on the horizon. I may have mentioned this previously on Mixed Up Radio, but this is something you definitely should be watching if you're into science fiction. By the way, there is news about Friends moving away from the Netflix platform in 2020. So if anyone hasn't watched it yet, time to start binging. I know I am. Have you guys seen the trailer for War of the Worlds? A BBC One 3-part miniseries properly based on the original classic H.G. Wells science fiction novel, not the lukewarm nonsense that Spielberg and Tom Cruise dished out. And by Jove, it looks quite brilliant. By the way, if you haven't linked up with us on our other social network platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, please do so. We're on the same handle of @MixedUpVidz, that is Vids with a Z. See you there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us what you thought about all the shows mentioned. Also, have any recommendations of your own? We'd love that. This is Smoke Chip signing off. अगर आपको लेटेस्ट डील्स एंड न्यूज चाहिए, क्लिक दैट बेल आइकॉन, वो घंटी डेफिनेटली दबाइए एंड स्टे विद अस ऑन मिक्स्ड अप. आई एम स्मोक चिप एंड दिस वाज मिक्स्ड अप रेडियो.